Hey guys, Ben Holdred here with Surveyor, coming to you live from the Forest River studio. Today we're going to walk through the 2024 Surveyor Legend 260 BHLE mid-size bunkhouse, one of my favorite floor plans out there, one of our best-selling bunkhouses out there. Let's talk about the length and the weight. So this is under 30 feet, 29 feet, 11 inches, and about 5,700 pounds, so really half-ton towable. But man, just loaded with features for 2024. I'm really excited to get into it with you. Let's do it. All right, we are inside the 2024 260 BHLE, one of our best-selling Legend bunkhouse floor plans. This thing is loaded with features and loaded with a lot of value. I think it's some of the best value you're going to see in a medium-sized bunkhouse out on the market. Let's get into it. Let's check out this bunk area first and the bathroom setup. Really cool bunk setup here. You've got oversized bunks in the back, ladder to get up on that top bunk. You've got your curtains as well, which not everybody does, believe it or not. And we've actually got curtains on the bunk windows as well. And believe it or not, people don't do that. So you've got curtains throughout here in the bunk area, which is really nice. What I like about that, you've got curtains above and below. So if you have two kids sleeping, one wants to get up early in the morning, the other one can stay asleep, doesn't get bothered. But you've got a great setup here for some additional storage. One of my favorite features of this floor plan, the adventure door we call it. You can put kayaks in here. You can put a full-size kayak, slide it right in here, bikes, whatever you want to do. Use your imagination for storage. But this is really nice, flips down, so you've got a magnet here. So this is going to flip down. It's a very lightweight piece, and then your bunk mat is going to flip over there as well. So no latches that you have to do. You've got a nice gas strut assist there. But again, very lightweight piece, very easy to operate. And then the door is easy to use as well. We'll show you that on the outside when we're going over some of those features. Let's check out this bathroom really quickly. Huge bathroom, actually, a lot of space in there. You've got a big shower, skylight in the shower as well, giving you some additional ceiling height. We've got some of the tallest ceilings out there in the lightweight segment, 82-inch flat ceilings in this floor plan. So already accommodating taller people, but the skylight's really nice to accommodate taller folks. We've got some great standard features here: porcelain toilet, toilet paper holder, slow close retractable shower door. This is a mildew resistant material, so it's going to stay nice for you over time. We've got the medicine cabinet with the storage, built-in toothbrush holder as well, which is really cool. So just a lot of great features here. You've got controls in here, which you'll see. Tankless on-demand water heater, brand new feature for 2024. Really cool feature. And then you've got the switches for your 12-volt heating pads, a part of our extended season package, which we'll talk about in a little bit. All right, let's check out some of the storage before we move on to the seating area. Really nice sized pantry here. Huge space for whatever you want to bring. Some storage below that as well. Standard booth dinette here in this 260 BH. A lot of versatility though in this slide out. We'll talk about that. But you got a standard booth here. I love the standard booth because it's more comfortable. It gives you a lot more space than a smaller U-shaped dinette that you see at times in bunkhouses. If you want to sit 4 adults or 2 adults and 2 bigger kids, which the kids are going to grow, this is more comfortable. If you want to sit here, play cards, eat dinner, it's just flat out more comfortable than a U-shaped dinette, which is why we do it. Nice big windows here with the standard roller shades. And then you've got some really nice storage underneath as well. Put blankets, games, whatever you want to do. This is going to convert to a sleeping space. This is a pedestal table, so the table pops off the legs. You slide it here on the pucks, use the cushions, it becomes a sleeping space. But if you don't want the standard dinette, you've got a couple options. You can put a trifold sofa sleeper here. It's going to pull out to a bed. If you think you're going to bring some additional people with you, you want an easy space for them to sleep, you can do that. It's going to come with a removable table that swivels, or you can get a theater seat here as well. Still going to come with that swivel table, so it gives you some options. One thing I want to mention, we've got taller ceilings in here than you're typically going to find out there in the lightweight segment. 82-inch flat ceilings in this floor plan. That allows us to have taller slide outs as well. 6-foot tall slide out box. Really easy to walk into it without lowering your head, at least for me. And again, flush floor slide. You're going to see that in a lot of our floor plans. Just again, really easy to get in and out of that slide out, very comfortable. We've got 15K AC as well. This is going to be standard equipment. You're going to see this 15K on every single floor plan that we offer, top to bottom. This has a really cool feature on it from Furrion called a dry mode. You're going to see that on the thermostat. It acts as a dehumidifier. So very cool setup there from Furrion. Let's check out this kitchen. Unbelievable setup. You know, when you think about a 30-foot, medium-sized bunkhouse, you think, yeah, we've seen it all. But this has a very unique kitchen layout. Very spacious, some nice big windows here, but tons of counter space in here. If you're somebody that likes to work in the kitchen, you're probably going to have some kids with you, a lot of stuff. This is a great setup, but just some cool features here. Bottle opener, standard central vac system. You're going to find this in every single one of our models, but we really try to maximize the storage space in these Surveyors. You're going to see a lot of drawers, storage, spice racks, a lot of places where this would be dead space. We open it up and give you a spice rack. So that's something we worked really hard at, to utilize all the space in the unit. Really cool feature here. You've got a residential cutting board that's going to mount behind the range typically, but it also acts as the sink cover. So very cool there. If you're prepping food, you can use it for that. Or if you just want to leave it as a decor piece, you can do that as well. But just a really nice setup. TV directly across from your seating area, whether it's that dinette, or the trifold or theater seat. Really nice setup, so you don't have to turn your head to see the TV. But just a beautiful kitchen setup here. Probably my favorite feature in this floor plan that you're not going to find in a lot of similar setups is this bar top. I love a good bar top. You can sit here, drink your coffee, eat dinner. And again, if you swap out, this booth for a piece of furniture, you still have a spot to eat, hang out. So just a really good setup. You got power and USB for your devices on the other side. You've got some coat hooks here. Let's check out this bedroom. Huge space. Look at this big walkway into the bedroom here. And this is gonna be your typical front bedroom setup you're gonna see in the Surveyor product. Just loaded with features up here in storage. Tons of overhead space. We do put gas struts on everything as well. Huge wardrobes. It's going to accommodate your taller hanging items if you have those. 2 drawers on each side. You've got power USB on both sides, but my favorite part is this cubby area. Really opens up the bedroom, makes it feel big, not closed off. You've got built-in cup holders and power on both sides. If you have CPAP or just want to plug in your phones or other devices, you can easily do that. Nice big front window here with the shade. Then you have some nice storage underneath. We're calling this the ultimate bedroom storage. You can access it when somebody's still laying on the bed, which you can't in other setups, but 4 drawers, his and her setup. And then you've got motion lighting and then space for a laundry basket, something like that behind there. So really cool setup. And of course you've got the gas strut to help you lift that up and down. We've got roller shades throughout. We've got just a ton of features in here. We talked about the upgraded AC. That's going to be standard equipment on everything. Let's head outside and talk about some of the exterior features. All right, we are out front of the 2024 260 BHLE under 30-foot double over double bunkhouse. One of my favorites, one of our best sellers. Let's check out some of the top exterior features here. We'll start up front. Standard power tongue jack. It's got the manual override up top. All of our dual axles are going to have a dual propane setup. A couple more things here. Your 7-way holder, get your 7-way cord off the ground. Standard battery disconnect. That's your repeater for your tire pressure monitoring system. So every Surveyor has standard TPMS. This is going to help you monitor heat, tire pressure. If you hit a screw or something like that, you got a slow leak, it's going to notify you that as well. You're going to get a display that goes inside the tow vehicle. But again, standard equipment on every single Surveyor. Just a great safety feature for you. Let's check out this pass-through area. Huge pass-through here for camp chairs, tables, whatever you want to put in there. You've got slam latch baggage doors up front, magnetic door catches. You've got motion lighting in here. You also have a 3/4 inch drill bit that's going to assist with these manual jacks. So on your Legend series, you're going to have standard manual jacks, but very easy to operate with that drill bit, especially. You put it on a cordless screw gun. Very easy to put them up and down. You've got aluminum bed base here. And then before we move on, I want to point out, we've got a very beefed up solar package on here, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, but I want you to know we've got solar inverter prep. So Every Surveyor is prepped for an aftermarket inverter, 1000 watt, 2000 watt, but all the wiring is already ran to the GFI outlets. So your inside, outside outlets, they're GFI, already pre-wired for that. So if you install that inverter, it's going to allow you to run some of those small appliances off the grid, off solar power. So very cool setup there. Typically going to be in your passenger storage on the off-door side by the water heater. So keep that in mind. Really big awning here. You can see 21 foot awning, covers the outside kitchen, covers your entry door. You've got your Lippert solid steps here, which if you have multiple entries, you're going to find that on both entries. What I like about what we do here is the night light. We incorporate that in with the porch light, so when you turn that on, it's going to illuminate those steps. Just a great safety feature. Beautiful black glass 26-inch entry door there. Let's talk about a couple things you're going to find by the entryway on all of our units. Limited time 400 watt solar package. This is one of the biggest solar packages you're going to find on the market. We're giving away a free 200 watt panel for a limited time. So you're going to have two 200 watt panels on the roof. Great setup. Again, one of the largest you're going to find out there. Go Power system. So keep in mind, ask around what kind of brand solar panels people are using. Go Power is one of the best on the market. Standard Goodyear tires. We talked about tire pressure monitoring system, but you've got standard Goodyear endurance on every single model that we build. We're also set up for extended season. So we talk about how we build our floors, block foam insulation, aluminum frame. We also seal the underbelly on every single unit, and we've got a dedicated heat duct that forces air down there. So when you're running your furnace, that underbelly is staying warm with forced heat. And then we've got heated holding tanks, standard 12-volt heating pads on every single tank. We showed you in the bathroom, you've got individual switches for those heating pads. They run off solar, off battery power, so when you're going down the road, you can run them. But really nice setup for extended season. Let's keep moving here. Outside kitchen setup. You've got some type of outside kitchen on every single Surveyor floor plan that we offer. It's not always going to be this setup. But this is the typical setup you're going to find in our dual axles. You've got the pull-out trays, dump sink here, standard Suburban Elite Series griddle. You've got some additional lighting in here as well. Some power back there, so if you want to plug in, ice maker or anything like that, you can do that. But really compact setup. What I want to point out here is we also have, so we've got this magnet, but it also has a clip. So we do this on all our outside kitchen doors, keeps the door from falling down if it happens to be a windy day or something like that. But really nice compact setup, gives you everything you need on the outside, but doesn't take away from your interior storage a ton. Let's check out some of these features here on the rear of the trailer. You've got your Lippert on-the-go ladder prep. This is going to be set up for your aftermarket telescoping ladder from Lippert. Really nice setup. What I love about it, it goes all the way to the ground, so that first step onto the ladder is much easier. It also extends beyond the roofline of the trailer, just helping you get on and off easier when you're doing your routine maintenance. And again, that's an aftermarket purchase you can find on Amazon or anything like that. We do have a PVC roof up there as well. Best roof material on the market. Very little maintenance you have to do there. It's already protected from UV rays, so you don't have to treat it. But it's a fully walkable roof as well. So if you do want to get up there, it's designed to walk on, and that's every single floor plan that we offer. A couple more things I want to show you. Standard spare tire cover, and then you've got a 2-inch accessory hitch here in the back. You're going to find that on every single model. It's rated for 300 pounds, e-bikes, luggage racks, whatever you decide to add there. If it's a 2-inch receiver, it's going to accommodate that. We talked about the bike door, the adventure door on the inside. Really cool setup. One thing I want to point out that we do a little different is put this on a friction hinge door. So when you are loading your stuff up, it's just very easy to do it. A lot of times you have a latch here that's kind of annoying that you have to do. We put the gas strut there to eliminate that. So very easy to use, very user friendly. And again, you can fit a full-size kayak in here, which is very cool. Let's move back up to the front. Couple more things I want to talk about before we wrap up. All right, before we finish up, just a couple more things I want to remind you of. We are using Azdel composite material in our walls, so look for this Azdel sticker. Keep in mind, that's going to protect you from moisture all the way around. Everywhere you see fiberglass on the Surveyor product, you've got Azdel behind it, keeping you protected from moisture. It's a better insulator as well. Aluminum structure. We're using aluminum in our sidewalls, floors. It's framed out too, so every hole on this trailer is framed out with aluminum, giving you a more durable structure. for the life of the unit. So just keep that in mind. I think this is one of the best built lightweights on the market. So really want you to get out there, do your research. I think you'll be happy you did. All right, let's wrap up. All right, thanks for joining me on this walkthrough with the 2024 260 BHLE Surveyor Legend. For more information, you can go to our website at www.forestriverinc.com/surveyor. You can follow us on social media as well. We've got a lot of great content out there. Thanks for joining me.